Hey everybody, and welcome back to the 3 count. This is part 2 of episode 7. Yeah. So we're just gonna jump right in. It's 8 in the morning. Just got back from work and I'm kind of tired. Gonna wrap this up so I can get me some shut eye before SmackDown comes on. Anyway, picking up from where we left off this time. Move on to NXT on September 5th. And yeah, this was a pretty good show. Start out with Cassius Ohno beating Kona Reeves, the bootleg Takahashi. Afterwards, Cassius Ohno said, I came back to NXT, I was a hot commodity, then, got lost in the shuffle. And he's basically saying he's the standard bearer, he's just going to keep knocking every newcomer down. So that's setting up down the line to take on a big independent name that just recently signed with WWE. The only detail I can give is bro. Anyway, moving on. The Forgotten Sons defeat the Street Profits in their debut match. Of course, the Forgotten Sons is comprised of Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and Gunner from Impact, now being rebranded as Jackson Riker. Yeah, the whole Forgotten Sons gimmick, it looks like whoever was in the back that pitched this idea just watched a couple episodes of Sons of Anarchy, because, they came out there looking like, a bunch of biker dudes. Anyway, yeah, there was a really nasty shot mid-match where Wesley Blake, sorry, Buddy Murphy's on 205. Anyway, Wesley Blake clotheslined the absolute hell out of Montez Ford, and he landed on Steve Cutler, who was in lung blower position. So, it was kind of nasty. Anyway, the Street Profits were rolling towards the end of the match. Then I'm just gonna drop the semantics. The Mighty came out there, basically stole Montez Ford's his cup. They were wearing ski masks. It looked all corny. Anyway, Forgotten Sons got the distracted win. Next was Jesus Christ. Oh, this part. Next was an obligatory champion squish match. It was the NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane defeating Trish Adora. Now, what gets me about this is when Kairi Sane came out there, they put her title in a goddamn treasure chest. A fake-ass treasure chest with some fake-ass plastic coins. And it's just, this shit is too on the nose. I mean, Kairi Sane, she's $1 million. She looks $1 million. But do they really need to go this far with the pirate gimmick? Please stop. She's a pirate princess. That's as good as we need to do. Anyway, after Kairi Sane won her match, Shayna Baszler came out there and basically said, "I'm going to put an end to this pirate fantasy." She swatted the dumbass treasure chest. And came out there and got in Kairi Sane's face, threw hands with Kairi Sane, and Kairi Sane just kind of snapped. Let Shayna Baszler have it, fended her off. They're going to have another killer match sometime down the line. Of course, they probe further in the who attacked Aleister Black storyline. Heavy Machinery was being interviewed, and yeah, they basically played the bit where Otis Dozovit was kind of, he was sweating, he was, was guilty, and he confessed to his crime, which was breaking a toilet. Jesus Christ. Anyway, point of this bit was they pointed fingers at Tommaso Ciampa. They said, he was standing where Aleister Black's body was found. That's it. Then Lars Sullivan got investigated, and he said, I didn't attack Aleister Black because if I did, I'd still be there. And, he wound up pointing fingers at Undisputed Era. So, yeah. Then he said, I would have been standing over there like I did with EC3, where he took out EC3. And William Regal said about that, EC3 is not cleared yet, but his opponent from the other week is. So next week we're getting Raul Mendoza versus Lars Sullivan. Yeah, tune in. Tune in for that squish. Then there was Then there was a promo from Tommaso Ciampa where he said, "I'm the best thing in sports entertainment right now, and I'm not going to show back up until my number one contender is chosen." He brought out a reference, saying, "I'm not the voice of the voiceless." So make of that as you will. Which led us to our main event, and it was a glorious main event. It was the Velveteen Dream. Rocking a Johnny Gargano t-shirt. Instead of it saying Johnny Wrestling, it said Johnny Failure. And he had a makeshift armband that had like a crying face saying, "Who am I?" Mocking Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano came out there, full out of steam, more aggressive than we're used to. He was beaten Velveteen Dream pillar to post. Oh my God, it was such great stuff because there were moments where Johnny was, getting ready to snap, but he kept looking over at this one little kid that was holding a Johnny Wrestling sign, and he was just like, no, I can't do it. It wound up being his own undoing, because when he's getting ready to knee Velveteen Dream in the face, Velveteen Dream was saying, Johnny Failure, asking for it. So Johnny was running after him with the knee, and this next move was celery. There was snap to it. Velveteen Dream snapped up, grabbed Johnny, hit him with the Dream Valley Driver. Got the 1, 2, 3. It was just crisp. It was snappy. It was great. It was amazing. But this match was fantastic. I would highly recommend go back, watch it. There was just so Machiavellian. Anyway, speaking of awesomeness, in 2 weeks it was announced we're going to get a champion versus champion, winner take all. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne versus the one and only Ricochet. It's going to be killer. So yeah, NXT is picking up steam and fast. Now, let's preview for next week. Keep going back. Stupid phone. Next up, we move on to the first episode of the Mae Young Classic. Okay. Results. Yeah. Just gonna run down what happened. First, there were 4 matches on. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, 4 matches. Four matches in this first episode. Tegan Knox, the former Nixon Newell of WCPW, defeated Zatara. With the Shining Wizard. She's the girl with the shiniest wizard. It sounds like an innuendo, but no. Next match, Rhea Ripley defeated MJ Jenkins. Yeah, great match. All these matches were great. It's just I'm tired. My voice is kind of giving out. So anyway, Next up, Lacey Lane defeated Vanessa Craven in a, the smallest competitor versus the big competitor, matchup. And then finally, Mako Satomura defeated Killer Kelly to close out the show. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all of the 3 Count, episode 7. Starting in a couple of weeks. I think it's like week after next. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's week after next. We're going to add Mixed Match Challenge to the 3 Count. So, yeah, that's another thing. And it's not like we're gonna gush about it, gush about every detail of the show like we do with Raw and SmackDown and all the others. Just gonna run through it, and if we got additional comments, we're just gonna say it. Be on the lookout for our Hell in a Cell preview this weekend. We're also going to be doing a live stream of Hell in a Cell. I mean, who's it going to be on the live stream? Me and Mainstream? Me and Rodimus? Me, Mainstream, and Rodimus, the whole 3 Count crew? Who knows? Who knows? Just wait and see. You can at least expect this bearded face. Anyway, I am War Machine MJ, part of the 3 Count Mafia. We'll see you guys next time. Bang.